Big Ten Women's Basketball Media Day continues with a team on the rise, the Washington Huskies. Tina Langley's group coming off the program's first NCAA tournament berth since 2017. She's got a balanced roster of vets, transfers with Big Ten experience, and another top 15 freshman class featuring the highest rated recruit in program history in Bryn McGoy. So much to talk about, including a beautiful new practice facility. It is a good time to be a Husky. Year 5 for Coach Langley as she joins us on set. Coach, it is great to see you. It's hard for me to believe that it's year 5 for you at Washington. It seems like just yesterday you were taking over this program. But let's start there, because you're 4 years in, and it feels like every year you have been able to build this thing into what you want. You've been able to keep your players. How do you feel like the foundation of what you're building in Seattle is coming to fruition?
Yes, everything's about the people, and so I'm so grateful for the young people that have joined our program, the things that they've brought to us, our coaching staff. Just really grateful for this group of people.
Tina, the one thing that I think is interesting is when you took the program over and the roster that you had, it was a defensive-oriented team, and you won games, with Nancy Mulkey and with defense. And then last year, you could see as you build this program, last year you led the Big Ten in three-point percentage, three-point makes, and you became a more offensive-powered team. Tell me about that switch and how it evolved for you.
Yes, well, I hope we stay a defensive team too, but
yeah,
we have really enjoyed evolving as an offensive team. We love to play fast. I think the type of game that we want to play is up-tempo and have a lot more positionless opportunities for our student athletes, as we have a lot of young women who want to play professionally, and so it's been fun to see the game kind of evolve as we've chosen the players to join us.
Well, and I look at your team of how you can spread teams out like you did last year, and you can knock off anybody when you can shoot the ball like you can, between Sayvia and Hannah Steins, Elle Ladine, who averaged 19 points a game this year. You bring in Avery Howell from USC, who is a shooter and had a great offseason with Team Canada. Who's the best shooter in practice? How many do you have?
Well, that's a competition every day, and that's what we love. We love to compete, and so they make each other better. And that's one of the things I really love about these young women is they want their teammates to do well, and they know that competing at the highest level every day helps each other be the best they can be.
Coach, it's a competition to retain talent in this day and age. I think that's become so much of a part of coaches' jobs that maybe fans don't even understand what goes into it. You are one of 3 teams in the country that did not lose any of your players to the portal. You have done such a good job of not only bringing in great talent, but keeping them in Seattle. I know you said it's all about the players and the people, but what does that actually look like? What is the key to being able to build something where people really want to stick around and stay?
Yeah, our program is very committed to helping each individual become who they want to be, to really accomplish their dreams. And when our student athletes choose to come to Washington, they know that they're a part of that process for each other. And so I think that the student athletes who are currently there have really invested in one another, invested in the dreams that each of them has, and then obviously collectively in the goals we have as a program.
And I would say the one thing that jumps out to me when I go around practices around the nation, your players love playing for you, and they really respect you. And I know it's hard. You do not like to talk about yourself, but your goal as a coach, you're a mentor, your degree is in psychology and like helping these young women, it's becoming who they can be. How have you seen that evolve, and how in the year 2025 with so many changes in collegiate sports, is this something that you still have had such success with? How have you done that?
I think it's just a great gift to be able to learn from one another. I think I'm not done learning, and they're teaching me too. And I think that we partnered in this building process together, whether it be a practice or a game or however we spend time together. When we come back around, we look at how have we grown, where have we improved, where do we need to improve, and this group is really committed to habits of excellence. And so when you have people around you that are driven toward excellence, it makes you better. So I'm incredibly grateful for who they are.
And I know busting through to make the NCAA tournament last year for the first time since 2017 with Kelsey Plum, that was a big moment for you and for the program and for the players' confidence. And you add Bryn McGoy, who's the McDonald's All-American, as I mentioned, Avery Howell from USC. You add more pieces to a team. You lost Delia Daniels, but you have so much more talent still here on your roster. When you look at this roster and you think about how good you can be and what excites you the most, what do you think?
I'm always just excited to see growth, and we've seen that, and we want to celebrate where we've come from and where we're going, and then identify the areas that we can improve in and be hungry to improve in those areas. And when you look back at previous seasons, those are over, and this is a new season and a clean slate. And so we get to see, where are we in practice right now? What do we need to improve on? We have some gifts. We have some areas that we want to see us continue to get better at, and we're committed to that together.
Bring in so much talent, and I will say, as we thank you and say goodbye and let you move on with your day, do you think Elise Woodward would have made your team? Do you think that she would have had a chance to play?
There's no doubt. She's tough as nails.
Yeah. She did bring the toughness off the bench.
Yeah.
Elise is our favorite Husky here.
Yes, she is.
She's the best. All right, Coach, thank you so much. It's great to see you.
Very
Best
grateful.
of luck, year 5 for Tina Langley and the Washington Huskies as we continue this conversation with the team in Seattle. Second year in the Big Ten. You look at the schedule coming up, 2 road games against a couple of former Pac-12 foes in Utah and Stanford, and that game against the Utes kicks off a stretch where they will play 5 of 7 games against teams that made the NCAA tournament a year ago. A lot to look forward to this season. Let's check in with Coach Langley's backcourt stars, Mike and Shimmy, standing by, guys.
That's right. We've got Sayvia Sellers and Elle Ladine here with us on our set. And Sayvia, I want to start with you. Your productivity got so good last year. You took such a jump forward last season from the year before. How come?
Well, I think first, this summer, we put in a lot of work as a team on skill development and stuff. So it was a lot of work off season, but then it was just came with experience. I was in the system for a year. I was the point guard, and so coming into year 2, I was a lot more confident in my offense and just knowing the system better. So I think that helped a lot playing my freshman year.
And Elle, similar one for you. I mean, the numbers are obvious. You went from 6 points a game to then 11 points a game to then 17 points per game last year. Why?
Well, honestly, the people around us, we have such a good player development coaching staff, and so every off season has just been 6 months of us just in the gym working and watching film, going over things over and over again with coaches. So having 3 off seasons at UW has really helped grow my game.
Elle, you were a part of Coach Langley's first recruiting class at UW, and none of you guys left.
Mm-hmm.
Why? That is so rare. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I think, honestly, all the girls came for the right reasons. We have a great, like I said before, coaching staff who knows how to recruit girls with good intentions, good hearts, coming because they love basketball, they love family-oriented places, and so we all come from good families, good places, good people, and so I think that's why we're staying, because we know we love each other, genuinely.
What part of your game has grown the most? I want each of you to do that, but you start off, Elle.
Man, I would say my change of pace has been something that has jumped a lot from high school, even from freshman year. I mean, I still got to work on it, but just in the past 3 years, it's improved a lot. So, yeah.
Jump from year 1 to 2. Is that what you're asking?
What specific part of your game do you feel like you worked on the most and it got better?
I would probably say looking for a scoring read. I would say just looking to score more, finding opportunities to score, and then just being a better point guard and just helping out my teammates has grown a lot.
You're from Alaska, and
Yes.
you wouldn't think that Alaska is a hotbed of hoops, but it actually is. A lot of really good ballers come from that state. What makes Alaska so special?
I mean, I love Alaska. There has been quite a bit of hoopers that came out of there, but I would say the support system around basketball is really big, especially growing up. You kind of know who's going to be good already, and then the support that comes around it is really special. So I'm glad I'm a part of it.
Are there a lot of outdoor basketball courts in Alaska? Probably not.
Honestly, there is. They're just not in use in the wintertime.
They get a long chunk of the year when they're not used.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me ask you about a couple of your teammates. What makes Hannah Steins so valuable to this team?
Man, Hannah is like a secret, silent assassin. She is very poised and calm, but on the defensive end, you'll see her be aggressive. She knows how to stop a human from scoring. So I would say she is just a good balance and like a perfect combination of calm and aggressive that we need on our team.
Yeah, 100%.
Well-
I would say, well, Hannah's also a point guard. So she has a very high IQ. Like, she tells me what she sees. She's not like a vocal leader, but she's very smart and will come up to me and be like, hey, like, I see this or I do that. And then she's also like, she can score. Like, Hannah, it's very like sneaky, I would say. Like, the game's over, I'm looking at the box score, and Hannah has like a silent 17 or 18 points.
Exactly.
So she brings a lot of just experience. So yeah, I love playing with Hannah.
Sayvia, Elle, we both think you're going to do some trouble this year. You guys are going to be a problem for teams. We're looking forward to watching it.
Thank you so much, guys.